What is up, everybody? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe Show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner, 2018 Innovation Award winner given out by the Canadian. Now, I host, co-host, and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads and fathers. It's sponsored by Dove Men Care. It's also co-sponsored by Dad Central. And as always, I'd like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, and a solution for someone's problem. And we're broadcasting live here on May 18th, and let's just say across Canada. It's a very important week. Why? I'll show you why it's important, because it is Black Restaurant Week. Buyblacks.com, Black Restaurant Week, May 16th to the 22nd. So right now, eat Black food. So we are very blessed and highly favored to have one of the restaurants that is taking part in Black Restaurant Week. And actually, they're based a little bit down the street from where I spent many years growing up as a youth. So we are looking forward to have Rhodie Wright from Caribbean Slice on. How you doing, Rhodie?
Hello, how are you? How are you?
Outstanding and blessed. How are you doing today?
I'm doing a wonderful day. I'm happy. You know, life is good. You know, life is good to be around good people. So life is good.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank you for taking time out of your, it seems, many jobs, because I in the background before we went live, you got a number of things going on. Plus, I hear a ute in the background. So
yes, I'm babysitting for the time being. Yeah.
Yes. So, and I know that's probably your most important job that you do.
Oh, for sure.
Nice. Well, let's get right into it. And I love a dad who can laugh. That's a good thing. So before you're brand new to our platform, and like I do with all our new friends, can you share a little bit of background about yourself before we get into the slice?
Okay. For me, I'm originally from Dominica. Came to Canada '89. At 9 years old. With me, I have Jamaican in my background. I got Antiguan in my background. Been a plethora of different places in my background. So, yeah.
Nice. Do you remember coming up to Canada?
Oh yes. My,
okay.
you know, no one know this, but let you know.
Thank you.
My first time in a plane, I'm like, you know what?
You're kidding.
I gotta drink apple juice. I have to. I see this on TV a million times, and I have to taste it. And when I tasted it, it was the worst tasting thing. I'm like, what is this piss? And I spit it out, and ever since I stay with apple juice. That's my little story.
So you've only had apple juice once in your life?
In my life. When I tasted as a 9-year-old kid, like I always wanted to taste it because you see it on TV, the apple looks so beautiful. Like, what do you want? I'm like, I want apple juice. And I tasted, oh my God. I'm like, no, this is terrible. This is bad. Yeah, so that's my story.
That's a cool story. You know, I can relate to that with people and coffee. I can't stand coffee.
Yeah.
I can really vividly remember the first time tasting coffee, and I say,
okay.
Oh, now I know why it keeps people awake, because it tastes so horrible.
Oh yeah.
They got different types of coffee, but I can fully relate on that. So, your memories of coming to Canada, other than drinking apple juice for the first time?
It's terrible. I came in November, to be exact. '89 was a storm, so I came. I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot of snow. You know, again, I didn't know what snow was. I was so excited to see snow. I'm like, this is different. This is different from the islands. So. But as time went on, I got used to it and all that stuff, right? So, yeah.
Why did you come to Canada? What
was
the reason?
My mom, she left when I was 4 years old, and I stayed with my grandma, and she left when I was 6 years old. So I have a little, you know, people I love tend to kind of move on, but I end up being back with them again. So my mom, you know, she would have left at 84. My grandma left at 86 and 89. I came up here, and I just, you know, she wanted a better life for me, and
nice.
I'm so grateful of that, you know. So she passed away in 2004, to be exact. And my grandma passed away actually last year.
Wow.
And she gave me the courage to even start Caribbean Slice. So.
Wow. Well, first of all, our condolences on the passing away of probably two of the most, if not the most.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Yes, yes, yes. One person asked me, he's like, what was like most the life changing event for you? I said my mom passing away, and the biggest growth and the biggest pain for me. I had to go, just not having that person that loves you unconditionally, being there for you, and being able to, like toughen up, like grow up. From I was 24 years old, and I had to like mentally, prepare for life, and it helped me grow up as a person. So I was grateful for that, and really sad, for her passing. Right. So yeah.
Our condolences to both of those individuals. Uh, just want to stay with that just for a moment.
Yeah.
What did both of those people, your mother and your grandmother, what things did they instill in you that you carry on today?
For me, I could always remember my mom. She took care of me. I got four other siblings, and my aunt and my grandma by herself. So she used to go to
Wow.
work for 3 months straight, not seeing her. Come home for a weekend, come home like she'll send
Wow.
money for groceries
Wow.
for one weekend and go do the same thing again for another 3 months. So with me, when it comes to work ethics and putting people that you care about ahead of you, she showed me, hey, you know what? Once people that you care about is okay, you'll be okay. And so with me, when it comes to feeding people, everyone that knows me, I love to feed people because I know when you're fed, you're happy, and I understand the plight of people. Like growing up in a environment with a single mom, her she not being there not because she didn't want to, because she had to do that way to take care of us, and I'm very grateful for that. So when it comes to that aspect, just being a hard worker, being very hard, don't give up, and you never, no matter what, it's gonna be a better day the following day. So for that, I got it from her and my grandma.
Wonderful. Well, let's dedicate this conversation to both of them.
Oh, for sure, for
All right.
sure.
Right. That's great. When, so you come to Canada, was
Hmm.
food in your mind from the day you came to Canada, or what were you doing before food came into your mind?
For me, I was been eating. I was a very greedy kid. Eric, right now I'm 6'4", 295 pounds. I'm a big dude. I'm not a small. So I eat all types of food. When it comes to food, I find food is the connection with different races. Everybody, just every any nationality, any race, everybody love to eat. And I find pizza again. It's just something that connects people. But yeah, it's just food for me. And my grandma owned a bakery in Dominica.
Oh,
So
wow.
when it comes to the dough and all that stuff, I'm very fussy with bread. Very. If the bread is off, I could tell, and I don't want to eat it because I grew up eating pastries my entire life, bread, cake. So I'm very, very particular with that.
Got it. Got it.
And for pizza, the dough is pretty much the
Yeah. Now, now,
it's yeah.
yeah. The pizza, like, how
Yeah.
did how the Dominica pizza?
Yeah,
Where?
my aunt Leva was the first person I ever ate pizza from. And she made
Okay.
it, and I'm like, "Ooh, okay." I was a little younger. I'm like, "What is this?" And it was intriguing to me because it was so different. It was like cheese, bread, and we used the salami or sausage that we had down there to
Mm-hmm.
make our own style, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, as I got older, visiting different countries now, I always seen like every different countries have pizza shop, but it never introduced the Caribbean first. They always introduce somebody else's, hoping that people might accept it because it's featuring something else's. I'm like, no, we should feature ourselves kind of first, and then feature, and then I have these other places like other countries, and say, hey, we also have these stuff as well. But this is a real authentic Caribbean. I never seen that, and to me, it just made me scratch my head. I'm like, yeah, we just again in the Caribbean, we got so much stuff to complement pizza, and we haven't tried it. So
Well, one of our the great friends of the Dr. Vibe show, Leslie McEwen from Ottawa, going pizza.
yeah, yeah. Pizza is a food that I'm pretty sure everybody
Knows.
eats, right?
Yeah.
Knows, right? And also, it's a link between cultures because every culture like pizza. And for us, just to do our types of meat, our vegetables, the way that we prepare stuff under pizza. A lot of people, I feel more accepted, and then dabble with more Caribbean food, and hopefully get submerge himself in more Caribbean food, with the rice and the different types of food that we have to give the world. So it's a good step in to step into the Caribbean environment through pizza, I believe.
Okay. So where did the idea come up to open a pizza shop in Toronto, Caribbean Slice?
For me, I had this for 6 years actually, and just before the COVID, I was gonna open there's a farmer market in Brampton, and I'm like, I'm gonna open a stall because this is something I'm really passionate about, and I feel I know people like it, but the Corona hit and everything just went back. So one day I was working, I met, I just was working, and I met a colleague of mine, which is Obi. We started talking, and Obi's a guy where my partner. He heard the idea and he liked it, and he loved pizza. He loved the Ninja Turtle pizza. He has a set. He likes pizza. He eats it
Right.
24/7. And I just talking to him about my passion, not knowing that that was also his passion. He liked it too. And then we started talking, and he just started ask me questions. What would be the logo? And I have everything in my mind because for me, 6 years, I have everything set up with the festival bread and all that stuff in my mind, ready to go. But it's just taking the time to do it, right? So for me, it was just something I felt the Black community needed, like a different outlet of food, because
Mm-hmm.
we do with the rice, we do everything else, we do everything
Yeah.
else amazing, like everybody else. But I just felt like what, I seen it different places where jerk chicken pizza and all that stuff, but not really get into it. And with me, I'm like, no, man, we should get into this. We have amazing food to complement it. And a lot of people tell me, don't do it because Caribbean food and won't go. I'm like, it does. It does. And I just after my grandma passed away, seeing her in the confidence, like, what am I doing in my life? Like, why am I so afraid of this is gonna be me one day? Why am I gonna live my life with regrets? Having something that you really want to do and being afraid to do it because you find all kinds of reasons not to do it. And that day, seeing her, just made up my mind to do it.
Nice. Leslie is saying other cultures co-opt our food, so why not?
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly, and we got
Okay.
we got so much to bring to the table too as well. So
So this is fantastic. So you have this idea. It's going on for 6 years.
yes,
Pandemic hits, you get stopped.
yeah.
When did the idea start becoming a reality?
Pretty much after me and Obi spoke, and he had a lot of people that he knew a lot of people where that could help get it started. And last year, June, no, sorry, last year May, the same time my grandma passed away, that's when I
Wow.
just made up my mind to say, you know what, I'm all in. And so we got a logo, with a Caribbean, the Caribbean supposed to represent islands, with was it a coconut tree in the back of it with a splash. Everything was set, and we just ran with it. We just ran with it. 'Cause I just feel that it's something that the Black community love pizzas, and I grew up eating pizza with my parents. We used to always order pizza once a month or twice a month, and yeah. So
One of the things I find very interesting is that you you were thinking about the idea, but you started the idea in adversity. One of your
yeah,
closest people passed away, but and just a lesson for everybody that out of it you can bring great things out of adversity.
well, for sure. That's where you grow. Without pain, there's no growth. When you're too comfortable, there's no need to grow. When you become discomfort now, where you feel like what, I have to add something else to the table, and that's how you truly grow. So being uncomfortable, you know, it's okay being uncomfortable because the end of it is growth. So my thing is, it's okay to be uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is that's you growing as a person, and embrace it.
Nice. So okay, you say, all right, We're out of the gate. Take us along the journey
Okay.
on how it became a reality.
Okay. For us, we had a location down the street on Eglinton, and it was tucked away in a little pocket, a little plaza beside the library, and I liked it, but it was a lot of work just to get it going. And again, for the mortgage, for the to rent it was a lot of money. And with me, I didn't get funded from nobody else. I just did everything on myself, and where I just put myself in a situation where properties and just building myself after my mom passed away, where financially I felt like I was able to sustain it. So we went there. It didn't work out. Then we seen a place. My partner seen a place on Western Road in Black Creek, and he's like, "Oh, you should get it. You should get it." I'm like, "I'm not getting it because I want it in Eglinton.
Mhm.
Eglinton is for me is the pinnacle of Black."
Okay, we're having just a little bit of a technical difficulty, and we'll just wait out Rhodie. I think the Wi-Fi may have froze, but what a great story so far. Being in another country, Dominica, coming up to Canada, being separated for a period of time from his mother and his grandmother, and then still out of the adversity of not being, losing both of them, birthing
Hello.
this idea. We are back. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, for me, I grew up in a small in my pocket, not so much Black people. And when I went to Eglinton, it felt like home. But it was just more cultures where Jamaicans, Grenadians, everybody. So for me, Eglinton always felt like home, and with different cultures that represent our little pocket of Black people. So for me, it just felt like a place I would love to start a business. As a kid, went up that street a million times, never even thought about the idea. But when the idea came to me, I just felt like over here we need it because Eglinton being regentrified, where new people's coming in, and I just want to be a part of the new business that's going up in Eglinton, and hopefully, carry on into the future and giving people hope, right?
Mm. One of the many things I really admire about you, you always realize that it's bigger than you.
Oh yeah, but it is always. Remember, this is life is a relay, right? And I noticed in growing up, seeing uncles and cousins and whatever, they treat it like a 100, where they run to a certain distance and they walk back and say, "You try it." And as a young kid, I seen other people's mistake. I'm like, whoa, life is not how far you go, is how far we can go together. So if once you get to a certain place, you hand the baton to somebody else. You make somebody else go ahead. And for me, just not seeing that and wanting to change that mindset was a big, big thing for me.
So, family, no, Rhodie just dropped a real good knowledge bomb there. It's not life, is how he said, life is not how far you go, it's how far you go together.
How far you go together, exactly, right?
Wonderful. So, from the time you got the spot to it actually opening, how much period of time, and were there any challenges along the way from
Oh,
Go
sorry for
ahead.
cutting you off. Sorry for cutting you
No,
off.
no, go ahead.
It's so
Go ahead.
emotional for me because me and Obi started since July of last year, and I went through so much ups and downs. Like everything that could go wrong went wrong. You know, waiting for certain loans where you look and wait for a loan from August, being promised to be in September. September came, gone, wasn't there. Got to a certain point, and then to December, then telling you, oh no, we can't give it to you no more. And we don't. I'm like, wait a minute. Like I waited for 5 months for this thing, put myself in a situation waiting, and all of a sudden now I don't have it. But with me now, I also have again. Love to give myself options. So I had more options where I find different ways to. So with me, I waited. Even the city, the building was so old where we have to pay um architect to actually redo the redraw the entire building because it was so old. It had no drawings of it. So we had to pay somebody to do it. The power supply was knob and tubes. We had to change the entire power supply. And my partner's asking, why are you doing this? So I said, you know what? I want it here. And I want it in Eglinton. I know I'm paying to spend a lot of money doing it. I want it because I want it to represent, hey, you know what? A birth of us, a new chapter in in the Black community, Caribbean community. So I don't really care. Let's keep on going. And all kinds of stuff, contractors taking their time to do the sweet time, telling you a day, then 2 months pass, then they decide to do it. We just have to wait. There's so much waiting, there's so much patience, there's so much ups, so much downs. But for me, I just feel like it's a greater good in the long run. It will help young kids who have an idea, who have a belief, who have something they want to do it, and not be afraid. And also doing this, I had nights where I was cold sweat, panicking, fear that it might fail, fear, be afraid that you're doing the wrong things, fearful, constant. But I'm like, you know what? That's life. This is growth right here. This is what you always speak about. Embrace it. And honestly, I did embrace it, and we're here today, 2 months in Caribbean Slice, and I'm seeing the beautiful people all over in all different communities, Black, white, Chinese, everybody's supporting. And I'm very, very grateful to see so much diversity in the Caribbean community. Every island is coming by and they're telling me, you know what, this is a representation of us. This is so good. This is something that we have. And I feel good to even hear that from them, because hopefully one day I want to be one of the top 5 pizza companies in Canada. That's my way. We hear different companies and hear us. And that's it.
Well, again, loving what you're sharing with us from your heart. And you're definitely one of the people that when the dream is big, the facts don't matter.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So take us back. What day did the restaurant open, and memories of the first day?
Okay, the first day, we had no idea what we were up against. Okay, we had no idea. My partner Obi, he's really good at marketing. Where he runs Instagram, and a lot of people. At first, we had a couple hundreds, then we up to 6,000 now. And for the opening day now, I kind of hear a buzz, but I'm like, okay, just people be nice, family and friends, Then when we opened, close to 500 people came to that door.
What?
And yeah, close to 500 people came to that door. And close to 500 people came to the door, and we weren't ready for that. We were hoping for 100. So we had pizza prepared for the following day, dough prepared for the following day, and we ran out of everything. From 11 o'clock, the line didn't change till 9 o'clock at night. We closed because we didn't have no more stuff to give. And the following day, we couldn't open. We said, buddy, everybody was tired. All my aunts came, my close cousins came to support me, to help me, to help me feed people. Family that came to support me got on the shirt and became workers just because to feed the demand. So much people and just seeing different people from all over coming, it just almost teared to my eyes. Wow, this is a dream of mine to be able to feed people and just show them my love. 'Cause my grandma, she wasn't a person to tell that she loves you, but she tells you about how she loves you by feeding you, right? And that's the one thing I take from her as well. My love is making sure you're fed, making sure that I give something to give you, the energy to go on, and just being able to give that to people for me was just huge. I still have nightmares about that day because my body, my knees swell up, my feet. It was bad, man. That was a war. But we did it though. We did it.
So when did you open?
We opened March 19th to be exact.
So it's not that long.
No, 2 months. 2 months in.
Wow.
2 months in, and yeah, like
Wow.
tomorrow is exactly 2 months.
What? Oh, the 2-month anniversary tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, you know what? So if I go to your restaurant and there's
Yeah.
for people who are watching live or on the replay, unfortunately, if you're listening on the replay, you can't see it, but we got the website up.
Nice.
You know what? Let's talk. So, what is on the menu?
Okay, on the menu, with me, I I love I love to feed people, so I created the jerk pepperoni. First ever to be done, jerk pepperoni. We got jerk chicken. We got oxtail. We got ackee. We also got saltfish. We got ackee and saltfish blended. We got plantain, mango. We got all different types stuff in the topping. We got meat lovers, ground beef. We got all these type of stuff. So, and we also got patty pizza. We got loaded
Hold on.
fries.
What's patty pizza?
So basically, we cut the patty open, almost like a stuffed patty. You cut it open. You could put oxtail, you could put jerk chicken in there. You could put cheese, you put pineapple, you put mango. We have our own sauces as well. Bombastic, creamy. We got a creamy jerk. We have all kinds of our own stuff, right? And also our own drinks as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, people, again, if you're watching live on the replay, you're getting a look at the menu right now. And this is amazing. How did you decide, or how do
Mhm.
you decide, or how have you decided what's on the menu right now?
What with me is all about taste, right? All about taste for me. It's all about taste. I'm a person who loves to eat. So I know oxtail, jerk chicken is again Jamaica's part of the Caribbean community, and for me Jamaica is one of the most recognizable Caribbean island in the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
But so with me, I just went with something that the world knows, which is Jamaican food. And as time goes on, now I want to bring in different cultures, food such as the curry goat in a few months from now, different stuff that representing different countries on the menu. So
Nice, nice. So, tell us, what are the popular items right now? What are the
jerk, jerk
items that
chicken,
people are ordering
jerk,
these days? Popular
jerk,
ones.
jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken.
Fuck me. Oh,
Okay. I think we're frozen again just for a moment. We'll just wait for Rhodie to come back on. But family, if you're in Toronto or when you come to Toronto, you got it. So you got to check this place out. Jerk chicken pizza, ackee and saltfish pizza, jerk seafood pizza, meat lover pizza, jerk pepperoni pizza, plant-based pizza, ital pizza, oxtail pizza. Let's look at some other stuff we got here. You can build your own pizza. You get three free toppings. Build your own pizza patties. Build your own pizza patty. Choice of sauce and cocoa bread. You have your own fries, customized fries, choice of topping, sauces, and cheese, walk-in special. You can walk in, one item, they'll make a pizza for you. Delicious chicken options, wings, garlic butter finger festival. What? And the different drinks. You have Mr. Caribbean Passion, Mr. Caribbean Pineapple Sensation, Mr. Caribbean Exotic Berry. Wow, and they've only been open for 2 months. That is phenomenal. Okay, so I think we've lost Rhodie for a little bit. So let's come out here and we'll just wait for him to come back. So, what do you think? Would you try it? I'm sure most people in their journey, I don't like to say life, your journey have tried pizza. But what about these pizzas? A different lick. So I'm going to make a point in the very near future to go down and check out what they're offering. And I'm definitely going to either do an Instagram live or a photos and tell you about the great pizzas that are offering. So we're just going to wait for another few moments. Hopefully Rhodie will come back and be able to carry on with the conversation. If not, certainly also want to just put it up there, buyblacks.com, Canada's number one black Canadian, but Canada's number one black magazine. Let me just put it that way. So let's go to just promote that. And this is Black Restaurant Week. And you can see this been scrolling along throughout the whole conversation. Buyblacks.com. Black Restaurant Week is happening right now, May 16th to the 22nd. So today we're still in that week. And you go to the website, and what you can do, we'll just scroll along and just give you a view of the participating restaurants. We'll bring that up for you. So ad block it, get rid of the ad block. So you have Afrolicious in Hamilton, Buchan Restaurant, Kingston Road, Toronto, Caribbean Flavor in Hamilton, Caribbean Queen Jerk Drum, again in the Little Jamaica area of Toronto. There's Caribbean Slice we're talking about right now, Chickpeas and Veg, Cuisine by Noel in Toronto, Ella's Kitchen, Hamilton, Ethan Chill Spot in Little Jamaica, Famous Jerk and Barbecue, again, new restaurant, Fleur de Lich Food Services, Vancouver. So we have a number of Vancouver restaurants, part of Black Restaurant Week, by Black Restaurant Week. Jerk Barbecue Heaven in Mississauga. Again, Just Convenience Jerk Stop in Whitby. Lot 25, new one in Brampton. Raps Restaurant, Little Jamaica in Toronto. Rise Up Marketplace in Vancouver. Scott Hill Caribbean Cuisine in Toronto, downtown Toronto, not uptown Toronto. Sugarcane Restaurant, Danforth Avenue, downtown Toronto. The Jerk Box, Eglinton Avenue West, probably a little further along from Little Jamaica. Juice Kitchen in Hamilton. So that is what we have coming up. So I don't know if we're going to get Rhodie back. Actually, I read the pages, and you know what? You didn't see them. So I'm just going to quickly, I read the pages or read the restaurants that were on available, but let's see. Okay. So let's do it this way. So I'll just go in reverse order. They're the restaurants: Juice Kitchen, Hamilton; Jerkbox, Toronto; Sugarcane, Toronto; Scott Hill Caribbean, Toronto; Rise Up Marketplace, Vancouver; Raps Restaurant, Eglinton Avenue West, Little Jamaica; Lot 25, Brampton; Just Convenience Jerk Stop in Whitby, just east of Toronto; Jerk Barbecue Haven, Mississauga; Fleur de Lich, Vancouver; Famous Jerk and Barbecue, Hamilton; Ethan Chill Spot, Eglinton Avenue West, Toronto; Ella's Kitchen, Hamilton; Cuisine by Noel, College Street; Chickpeas and Veg in North York in Toronto; Caribbean Slice, who we were just speaking with; Caribbean Queen Jerk in Little Jamaica area; Caribbean Flavor in Hamilton; Buchan Restaurant, Kingston Road in Toronto; and Afrolicious. So there we go. The restaurants that are part of the promotion. All right. We're going to give another minute to see if we get Rhodie back. If not, we're going to call it a morning. I'd like to say thank you for watching live. Speaking with Rhodie from the Caribbean Slice. And I'm just going to put up their website address, Caribbean Slice, if you want to find out more about them. Okay, folks, so we're going to call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your time as always. On the Dr. Vibe Show also, you can subscribe or follow the Dr. Vibe Show. You can catch me on my website, the DRVIBESHOW. Email address, dr@the.drvibeshow.com. Facebook, the Dr. Vibe Show. Twitter, Dr. Vibe Show. Everything is there, and Instagram. As always, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your positive, productive day to share with me and the Dr. Vibe Show. So we're going to finish off with this, as I always do. Live your life like a dream, or live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions and aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Remember to give yourself grace. And also, don't just manage your time, manage your energy. And then finally, quality time comes from quantity time. God bless. Peace well. Keep the faith. And please, if you can, check out one of the restaurants. Each one of the restaurants has a special menu for buyblacks.com restaurant week. So they have a preset menu for this week. So you can try things out, decent costs, and hopefully you'll go there and let's support them not only during buyblacks.com restaurant week, but all year round, because that will help them and it will help all of us. God bless. Peace well. Keep the faith and walk good.